All right, welcome. This is Scott Godwin. I wanted to talk to you briefly about personal training. I am here to help you be healthy and to achieve your goal. And in this video, I want to tell you a little bit more about how to make that as efficient as possible. ScottGodwin.net is my website. If you need to get in touch with me there, you can. I've got tons of free stuff on there. I work helping people be healthy and achieve their goals. And to be healthy means good nutrition, good fitness, good wellness. Fitness, nutrition, wellness, three things. That's why I call what I do 3.0 solutions, because that's the solution to being healthy and achieving your goal. So whatever your specific goal is, if you're not healthy, it makes it a lot harder for you to achieve it. So from a sense of integrity, and from a sense of from the place of you wanting to achieve your goal, we want to be healthy, and to do that, fitness, nutrition, and wellness are the three things that you have to take care of: your body, your physical movement; number two, your nutrition, what you're eating; and number three, your wellness. When I say your wellness, that's everything else: your health care, your sleep, your stress, your relationships, the broad variety of things that don't fall under fitness and nutrition. That's the wellness topic, and that's obviously a big thing. Your community, even. Okay, so those three things all go into being healthy. So keep that in mind as we move forward talking about personal training, because under the fitness category, we're also going to be addressing some of those issues, nutrition and wellness issues, and I can help you with that. Now, let's talk a little bit about some of the benefits of doing personal training. Number one, education. The way I approach it is unique because I don't want you to rely on me. I want you to be as independent as possible. Okay? I want you to be as independent as possible. I want you to learn. I want you to be educated. I want you to do things on your own. Okay? So I'm going to be teaching you, coaching and teaching you, okay, and motivating you. Secondly, motivation. I'm going to be motivating you because, number one, you'll be paying. Obviously, that's a motivation, but also because you'll have structure, you'll have someone to work with, to coach you, to inspire you. And so that's another big factor that goes into personal training. Also, it's fun, it's enjoyable, okay? It's a social activity and it should be fun. And I'll make it as fun as possible. Performance. I'm going to help you perform better, both in respect to whatever your goal is, but also just in your life in general. Okay, and that's what it's all about when it comes to personal training, is performing better, doing better in regards to your goal. Whether your goal is simple, like just being healthier, or whether it's playing better golf or being a better runner. Whatever it is, I'm going to help you perform better. What about planning? Sometimes it can be very confusing trying to come up with a plan. And that's a huge benefit of working with me on personal training, is to develop a plan that's very specific, but also just generally pushes you toward your goal. So let's go through briefly the process of what personal training involves. Number one, first we will do a health history. We'll go over your health, what you've dealt with in the past, what limitations you might have. Things like back pain, cardiovascular disease, things like that. If you're younger, you may not have much of a health history. But we'll go over that first. And the reason that's important is you want to stay safe, and I'll be helping you stay safe, because one program that's appropriate for one person may not be appropriate for someone else who has limitations, who has, for example, back pain, herniated disc, or cardiovascular disease. You have to be careful with these things. So number one, health history. Number two, goal setting. We'll set some goals together, whether they be very broad or very specific. Number three, we'll come up with a plan. We talked a little bit about that earlier, but this process, that's how it works. Health history, setting goals, developing a plan together. We'll set a schedule. It may be once, twice, 3 times a week. It may be once a month. It may be a couple times a month. Whatever it is, we'll set a schedule to start working towards achieving your goal and carrying out your plan. Number 5, testing. I can test a variety of different things under the category of nutrition, fitness, and wellness. When it comes to personal training, the physical side of things, we can do things like body fat, flexibility, strength test, endurance test. I used to test everyone, but over time I found that it can be discouraging to test everyone. If you're not in very good shape, it can be really discouraging right off the bat to take a lot of tests and see you're at the bottom compared to other people. So I don't test everyone on everything anymore like I used to. I think it can be good for a lot of people, so we will cover that. We'll go over that. Also, we will then take what we've done and, of course, get to work. So we'll get to work on achieving your goal by putting all these steps into play now and actually meeting, working, and then we'll go back, and I like to do this on a quarterly basis, and in every season we'll look at what we've been doing. Does it line up with your goal? Does it line up with the plan that we made? And we'll reevaluate. Now, a lot of people just love to come in and do personal training. They like the social aspects. They like the routine of it. And that's great. That's awesome. I love that too. And that may be for you. Or you may want to develop a super specific high intensity program that is specifically for a sport or a competition. And I've done all that. I've done it specifically myself. I know how to we call it periodization of training programs. I can help you do that. So you break down the entire year to get ready for a certain competition. So we can look at it that way, or we can look at this whole process as going through those steps, developing a plan, and then just getting started and maintaining, achieving your very simple goal, however you want to take it. So that's a broad introduction to personal training and to my philosophy. Again, my philosophy, which I call 3.0 solutions, is something that I developed and I fine-tuned over time. It took me a long time to get to this point where I really started to see the integrative total person package of 3.0 health. 3.0 solutions is what I call it. And it's basically, again, fitness, nutrition, wellness. Personal training, it does fall under that fitness umbrella, but you have to remember that with nutrition and wellness, those things can affect your fitness, okay? If you're not eating right, if you're not getting enough sleep, if you're abusing alcohol and drugs, these are things that fall under the nutrition and wellness category that will affect your fitness goals, your personal training. So, I am about helping you be healthy, okay? That is what I live for, is to help people be healthy. I care about that a lot. And in regards to that and your goal, I'll always have that in mind, okay? I'll always have the fact that I want you to be healthy. So I'm not going to let things get out of balance. I'm not going to let you hyper obsess over, say, like, being able to lift a lot of weight if you have disc problems that could be exacerbated, or if you're putting too much stress, too much pressure on yourself to be perfect. I'm going to look at that wellness category and I'm going to have that in mind. So I'm going to be saying, wait, this is out of balance. So we have a specific goal that we're working on in training, but we also have that big picture, 3.0 health, 3.0 solutions. What we're doing with our bodies, our fitness, what we're doing with eating, our nutrition, and everything else, our lifestyle, our health care, our sleep, our stress, whether we're abusing alcohol and drugs, those kind of things. Fitness, nutrition, wellness. So that's personal training. That's how to get the most out of it. Once we get this ball rolling, come in early, ask a lot of questions, warm up ahead of time, do a cool down on your own. Just remember that I'm here to help you. I want you to learn. I want you to be super independent. I want you to be just raring to go on your own, but I want to work with you also. Okay, I want to do both. So let's get started. Let's set an appointment. Let's make it happen. There's never been a better time to get together and work on achieving your goals. ScottGodwin.net. I'm Scott Godwin. That's an introduction to training, and that's an introduction to me helping you get to that next level and achieve your goal. I will talk to you soon.